Hey guys, it's Monday, and yeah, gonna work on the window screen thing. Yeah, like a while ago I found a window screen on the street, and I thought I could cut it down and put it in my window, since my window doesn't have a screen. And I looked for my measuring tape for like 20 minutes, and I couldn't find it, but I'll just hold the stuff next to the window, and I'll cut it pretty close to how it's gotta be, I think. So, yeah, just getting the measurements in there. I had a marker and I did mark them. And, yeah, a while ago I borrowed Adam and Don's saw and this, guide thing. It was definitely kind of a pain in the ass to cut these thingers. I mean, it didn't take that long. It was just the saw would get caught on it and stuff, and probably wasn't made to cut through aluminum. Sometimes I could get it going, but yeah, it definitely took some time and was really loud. So sorry to all my neighbors, but I don't know. People have made more noise for longer than I did. Anyways, eventually I got all the pieces cut down, and yeah, just snapped them all together with the thinger. This would have been a great time to do a test fitting in the window to see if I needed to cut anything down a little bit, but I was looking forward to getting the screen on, so I just moved on to that. And yeah, I didn't have a spline pressing tool, so just using one of the offcuts to get it in there. And I looked at how the spline was in there before to figure out how to put it in at an angle or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. It's the spline is in a T shape kind of thing. But yeah, that offcut piece of the frame was good to press it in. Just making my way around the whole thing. It's not gonna be super tight or taut, whatever. It can have some slack. So now I'm doing my test fit, and I'm did I cut this to be a little bit too big? Because the inner side of the window frame kind of has it's not perfectly flat, right? So I was measuring the outer edge, but it goes in a little bit more from that. I don't know. It's kind of too late to do anything about it now, since I don't want to put the spline in again. My thumb was feeling kind of raw from all that pressing down. But yeah, I did figure I should probably clean out the window a bit, since it'll be harder to do once the screen is on. And yeah, I didn't go too crazy mode, just mostly focused on that window. Yeah, here's the other window. I wiped that one down too, but a little side by side for you. And then yeah, trimmed it. I used two hands for most of this, but you guys get the idea. There was still some dirt in the window that I tried to vacuum out of there. It was kind of a pain to get my vacuum cleaner over here though, so ultimately I was kind of yeah, fuck it. I'll just leave that dirt in the window. So now trying to get it in. Hey, I was thinking I would put it in from the other side, but since I have these bars on my window and the window doesn't open all the way, so it seemed easier to just kind of force it in from the other side, and I put it in at an angle and then got some of it in. Just this final corner that's kind of hard. And I was maybe I'll just bash it in there a little bit. Try not to break the whole window. And then it popped in and I was alright, nice. So yeah, there it is. You'd think I'd be able to push it in there perfectly from the other side, but it was kind of a pain. I guess I couldn't really see if it was lined up correctly. And again, this is as much as my window opens, right? So I don't know. I figure this is good enough. It'll keep most of the bugs out, and, you know, things like a raccoon or a rat or something, which is the main thing that I wanted it for, so I could sleep with my window open. But, yeah. Went over to the Freshco. I was kind of in the mood to eat shepherd's pie. Yeah, Lion brought it up the other day, and I was like, yeah, it would be nice to eat a shepherd pie. So I got some cheese and some frozen peas and carrots, and on my way home, decided I'd take the long way home. You know, just going around into the back alley, so I can admire my handiwork one more time. Yeah. Looks a little bit shitty. It had this bend in it when I found it. It was probably when they were ripping it out of the window that I found it from. But, yeah, whatever. Good enough. It looks like it was always there. A part of the house. And, yeah, I made that shepherd's pie. It was some tasty stuff. Alright, later guys.